Good energy.
Today we gon' spread
Good energy.
Today we gon' share
Good energy.
I go to work.
Today gon' be a great day.
Good
Wake
energy.
up, thank God, drink water, meditate.
Good
First
energy.
5 minutes will dictate your whole day.
Good
All
energy.
about that positivity and raising up your frequency.
Good
If you
energy.
negative, you will get removed immediately.
Good
Say
energy.
eat clean, alkaline, nourishing.
Good
What you
energy.
put in your body's important for your energy.
Good
If you're
energy.
Debbie Downer, this is probably what you hate to see.
Good
But
energy.
if you not, need to share this repeatedly.
Good
Good
energy.
energy. Woo, woo. Good energy. Woo, woo. Good energy. Spread that.
Good energy.
Share that.
Be impeccable with your word, huh? God first, huh? Give back, go and serve, huh? Live your purpose, read more just to elevate. Never quit, run your race together, never separate. Gratitude every day.
Good energy. Today gon' be a great day. Good energy. Today gon' be a great day. Good energy. Today gon' be a great day. Good energy. 'Cause we got good
Good energy. Good morning.
Good energy.
Today we gon' spread
Good energy.
Today we gon' share
Good energy.
I go to work.
Today gon' be a great day.
Good
Wake
energy.
up, thank God, drink water, meditate.
Good
First
energy.
5 minutes will dictate your whole day.
Good
All
energy.
about that positivity and raising up your frequency.
Good
If you
energy.
negative, you will get removed immediately.
Good
Say
energy.
eat clean, alkaline, nourishing.
Good
What you
energy.
put in your body's important for your energy.
Good
If you're
energy.
Debbie Downer, this is probably what you hate to see.
Good
But
energy.
if you not, need to share this repeatedly.
Good
Good energy. Woo, woo. Good energy. Woo, woo. Good energy. Spread that.
Good energy.
Share that.
Be impeccable with your word, huh? God first, huh? Give back, go and serve, huh? Live your purpose, read more just to elevate. Never quit, run your race together, never separate. Gratitude every day.
Good energy. Today gon' be a great day. Good energy. Today gon' be a great day. Good energy. Today gon' be a great day. Good energy. 'Cause we got good.
Good energy. Good morning.
Good energy.
Today we gon' spread
Good energy.
Today we gon' share
Good energy.
I go to work.
Today gon' be a great day.
Good
Wake
energy.
up, thank God, drink water, meditate.
Good
First
energy.
5 minutes will dictate your whole day.
Good
All
energy.
about that positivity and raising up your frequency.
Good
If you
energy.
negative, you will get removed immediately.
Good
Say
energy.
eat clean, alkaline, nourishing.
Good
What you
energy.
put in your body's important for your energy.
Good
If you're
energy.
Debbie Downer, this is probably what you hate to see.
Good
But
energy.
if you not, need to share this repeatedly.
Good
Good energy. Woo, woo. Good energy. Woo, woo. Good energy. Spread that.
Good energy.
Share that.
Be impeccable with your word, huh? God first, huh? Give back, go and serve, huh? Live your purpose, read more just to elevate. Never quit, run your race together, never separate. Gratitude every day.
Good energy. Today gon' be a great day. Good energy. Today gon' be a great day. Good energy. Today gon' be a great day. Good energy. 'Cause we got good.
Good energy. Good morning.
Good energy.
Today we gon' spread
Good energy.
Today we gon' share
Good energy.
I go to work.
Today gon' be a great day.
Good
Wake
energy.
up, thank God, drink water, meditate.
Good
First
energy.
5 minutes will dictate your whole day.
Good
All
energy.
about that positivity and raising up your frequency.
Good
If you
energy.
negative, you will get removed immediately.
Good
Say
energy.
eat clean, alkaline, nourishing.
Good
What you
energy.
put in your body's important for your energy.
Good
If you're
energy.
Debbie Downer, this is probably what you hate to see.
Good
But
energy.
if you not, need to share this repeatedly.
Good
Good energy. Woo, woo. Good energy. Woo, woo. Good energy. Spread that.
Good energy.
Share that.
Be impeccable with your word, huh? God first, huh? Give back, go and serve, huh? Live your purpose, read more just to elevate. Never quit, run your race together, never separate. Gratitude every day.
Good energy. Today gon' be a great day. Good energy. Today gon' be a great day. Good energy. Today gon' be a great day. Good energy. 'Cause we got good.
Good energy. Good morning.
Good energy.
Today we gon' spread
Good energy.
Today we gon' share
Good energy.
I go to work.
Today gon' be a great day.
Good
Wake
energy.
up, thank God, drink water, meditate.
Good
First
energy.
5 minutes will dictate your whole day.
Good
All
energy.
about that positivity and raising up your frequency.
Good
If you
energy.
negative, you will get removed immediately.
Good
Say
energy.
eat clean, alkaline, nourishing.
Good
What you
energy.
put in your body's important for your energy.
Good
If you're
energy.
Debbie Downer, this is probably what you hate to see.
Good
But
energy.
if you not, need to share this repeatedly.
Good
Good energy. Woo, woo. Good energy. Woo, woo.
Hey there.
Well.
It's been a little minute, y'all.
Good evening, late night sugar and spice. We're gonna get the formalities out the way.
Yes.
Welcome if you are new to our channel. If this is your first time, welcome to the gang. If you're not new, what's up, gang? Long time no see.
Oh my gosh.
So obviously you see the thumbnail. We're going to talk about
About to
this
go
viral
down.
post. That everybody's been talking about, where this man quotes and says, "My girl's not the most beautiful or the most." We're gonna get into it. We have all our receipts lined up in a row.
Yes.
We did a little research on this particular person, and we thought we'd show you what we found. So, make sure you guys hit the like, subscribe.
Yes.
And follow us on all our socials at Sugar and Spice 88 on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter. So let's get into it, shall we?
All right.
Oh yeah. By the way, I'm Sugar. That's Spice.
Oh yeah, it's me. All right, y'all. So y'all already know the man. That's the talk of Black Twitter, child. Mr. Solomon Buchi. It's a mess. So let's get into the actual post at hand.
So apparently, Solomon Buchi is a 26-year-old life coach.
Mm-hmm.
I believe he's from Nigeria.
He's African. I know that. I'm not sure where. But let's get into the post at hand, because the man he chose violence, and the internet is not having it. So let's read, shall we? Solomon Buchi says, "You're not the most beautiful woman. Neither are you the most intelligent woman. But like I've chosen to never find perfection in anyone else, I put my gaze on you. And with that commitment, we will mold ourselves for ourselves. Our perfection is in our commitment." Stating that you're not the most beautiful / intelligent might sound like it's not a compliment. Yeah, but it's a realistic base for real love. Acknowledging that my woman isn't the best, but I'm not looking for the best. I was looking for you, and I found you. There is no best. There's just someone you choose and see the best in them. This is, to me, the real love. Not the one that consoles itself in the faux reality that their partner is the most good-looking, most intelligent, most successful person in the world. That's disingenuous and doesn't give room for love to thrive. I love you, Ayanfe. I'm committed to you. I miss you so much, but my love for you is stronger than distance. Child. The gaslighting upon
So
gaslighting.
obviously, based off the first sentence alone, this post went viral.
Yes.
And people were debating back and forth, surprisingly, on whether or not this post was appropriate to say, whether or not he intentionally insulted her, or if he had good intentions behind this post. So we're going to get into it.
Yeah,
okay?
absolutely.
We're going to break it down. Now, just so you know who we're talking about, who the players are here. Okay. we're gonna go to this photo of the couple. The bride to be, boom bang pow.
How dare he?
Sir.
Not beautiful where?
Sir.
How dare you?
Sir.
The part that gets me is that beauty is subjective, okay?
This is true.
So it's like, for somebody to say you're not the most beautiful, I don't care if you were Miss Universe, I don't care if you're Miss America, someone else is always going to think, whoever is crowned most beautiful, anything, someone else is going to think there's someone prettier. So to say that she is not the most beautiful is neither here nor there, because beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
It's completely irrelevant.
Completely
and unnecessary.
Completely unnecessary, irrelevant, and unprovoked, sir.
Now, I saw some people saying, oh, this was his particular version of, you're not perfect, but you're perfect for me. Even that is an unnecessary statement, really, because I feel like it's a given that no one's perfect. We all know that we are not perfect.
Right.
Or, there's always somebody more, whatever.
Exactly.
But for you to put it in a post where you're supposedly, professing your love for someone is so unnecessary. Why do you feel you have to put a negative before you put a positive? Why couldn't you just put the positive? It was completely and entirely possible for you to just say, you don't even have to say, you're not perfect, but you're perfect for me. You could just be like, you're perfect for me.
That's it.
That's it. I don't even know why the negative needs to be said. You could just say the latter and call it a day.
Absolutely.
So the fact that he said it, and then he said it multiple times in the post, and then the fact that he even said what we were all thinking, like, it sounds like an insult, right? Okay, so you knew,
right,
but you still twiddled your little big old thumb and typed it out about your woman
and hit send. How dare you?
I mean, it doesn't make sense to me, but that was off of first glance. I was just like, this is so completely unnecessary to say, and I would have immediately blocked you on everything. But
it's her husband, so it's a little harder to do that. But
you're
still,
engaged, girl. You can still run.
Oh, they're engaged. You're not married.
You can run,
girl. Run for your life. Run for your life. So I feel like his whole plan was to hide his disdain for his wife in the comments of quote unquote, you're not the most beautiful, but you're perfect for me type situation in the post. And it worked because these are some of the tweets that people were tweeting.
Even a debate, it proves
that this kind of manipulation, it actually fools a lot of people. It's working.
Leave what you guys think in the comments.
Yes,
we want to hear your perspective as well.
Let us know. And if you're catching the replay, definitely leave us a comment. So this person says, I mean, this sounds like accountability. He recognized his prejudices. I can't talk. He recognized his prejudices and outlined how grateful he was to have overcome them. I could be wrongly, though.
Sir, you are wrongly. In fact, wrongly.
Ciao.
And those be the ones.
Hey, Sarita girl.
Hey.
Sugar is back. Girl.
We just had to talk about it, Sarita, because when I saw the post, I was like, my brother,
what's happening here?
What do you think, Sarita?
A lot of people are fooled. Here goes another one. It's amazing how an innocent and genuine expression of one's love for someone else can be misinterpreted to mean something negative.
I don't see what I'm saying. How
it was working. This is what he wanted to do.
So if she got up there and she was like, "You're not the most handsome.
Why?
You don't have the most money. You're not the most intelligent.
You're not even the best.
The D is average.
Like, but what are we doing?
You're mine." And I love you
for you.
Like, you would have been like, why did she even have to? What? Who asked that?
Exactly.
We didn't need to know all that, girl.
He really thinks that he's hiding his hate for her through, like, he really thinks he's being smart. But those of us who understand manipulation and emotional abuse, we can see, like, this is clearly
like blaring red
an
attack going off.
It's a literal attack. This next one. It's a if she's not the most beautiful or intelligent, what's a ninja to do?
You feel me?
Lie. Hell is real, you know.
You feel me?
Would you want your daddy to talk about your mama like that? Would you want your son-in-law to talk about your daughter like that? Like, it don't make sense. Doesn't. Like, when you put it in the context where it directly affects you,
if I have to,
you would not like that.
If it has to be put in that context for you to grasp what just happened, you might want to get that checked out.
That's what I'm saying. It's a difference between honesty and blatant disrespect. Like, there's no tact in this, and not even just that, there's no truth in it.
Sarita, yes. Sarita says, I feel like this is the second time a man has publicly said his wife is not the most attractive. So the side chicks can know. Ooh, they don't have a lot of competition. Now, Sarita, I remember seeing another post. I don't remember if it was last year where a man said something very similar, like, you ain't all that to look at, but your mind not all that to look at.
How dare you, sir? Oh my gosh. Crazy.
Okay. Again, Sarita says he didn't even bother to mention any of his shortcomings.
Okay.
It was all through the lens of what she lacked, as if he was the grand prize, baby.
Grand prize.
That's what it wasn't even like she said, it wasn't even a mutual thing. Like, I got my faults, you got mine, but we making it work. And It was just like, you ain't all of that, completely girl. One-sided. Now, the irony of him saying, she's not the most beautiful, she's not the most intelligent. Clearly, she's, like we said, beauty is subjective, but I'm sorry, to me, and I feel like most people, she would be considered a beautiful woman.
Absolutely.
And when I looked up her profession, she's some sort of, I forgot the exact name of it. Let me get my receipts. Mm-hmm. But she's a scientist.
Yes.
So in her profession, she deals with a lot of math and a lot of, you see where I'm going with this?
It's a lot of,
so it's interesting how his specific statements are statements that are big pluses about her. Like, she's obviously a beautiful woman. Yeah. She's obviously very intelligent. She went to school. She got this degree. Yeah. And it's like, those are the things that you chose to say that are a negative about her. So to me, it's screaming jealous.
Absolutely.
And I know it's like a hard concept for a lot of people to grasp. Yeah. Of a man being jealous of a woman, because it seems so far-fetched. It seems like, what is there for us to compare about each other? Because, men and women are so different that you would feel like you could be jealous of me, but this is a real thing.
Oh, yeah.
Is daggone near an epidemic, because I see a lot more men being jealous of women, even like on Twitter and things like that. If a woman comes out, I saw a woman come out with, I just bought my first Benz, and she was so happy, everyone's congratulating her, and this guy is going in like, yeah, you couldn't possibly afford that, and it's like, bruh, let her celebrate her moment. Why you gotta be a hater?
Exactly.
Jealous much?
And the part that even confuses me more so than just the men being jealous of the woman is the man being jealous of his spouse. That's even worse, because that's your partner in life. All her accomplishments directly benefit you, but somehow you're jealous of it.
It doesn't make any sense
at all. Sarita says she looked better than him, and you ain't never telling no lies.
Listen,
you ain't telling no lies, sis. Sarita says that's called negging. Downplay her so that she feels like he is the best she can do. Amen. Exactly. Martell definitely did that with Melody.
He definitely did.
All the time. Hey, Monique. Thanks for being in the chat. Hey, girl. Hey.
Purple hearts.
Love to see it.
It's just,
oh my gosh. So we Suga actually found this contradictory post.
Get y'all wine, okay?
Ciao. Yes. Clank, clank, clank. Contradictory posts that this man, what was it, 2020?
Yes. Because a lot of people are trying to say it's like open to, like, it's a Bible verse, is open to interpretation, girl. Like, y'all don't know what he really meant. So if there's not a clear indication of what he is trying to do, here's the proof. That's all I'm gonna say.
Boo, man, pow. Oh, Jesus, this is small.
So I'm gonna read the tweet for y'all, because I don't know why it's coming up itsy bitsy teeny weeny like that.
Right?
But it's whatever. We got the receipts, child. Okay. From Solomon's account, his Twitter, right?
The year
December 26, 2020, right after Christmas.
Child.
When I'm dating a woman, she's the most beautiful woman to me. Even though there are more beautiful women, but no woman can be beautiful like she is to me. Getting to know her on an intimate level and sharing our lives is something that is much more than just beauty. Now, this is a response to someone tweeting. Someone tweeted and says, there's absolutely nothing wrong with saying another woman is finer than your babe. And that was his response. Additionally, under that tweet, he also added, secondly, why would I even... Why would I say that there are more beautiful women than her?
Mm,
Of what need is it?
mm,
As in, what purpose does it serve for me to say that?
mm.
Emotional intelligence is
Mm.
important. Saying certain things, and sometimes it's not just everything you say.
Y'all cannot tell me that this man don't know exactly what he's doing.
So he had good intentions behind the post, but you literally said for yourself that you would not ever say something like that, because what purpose would it serve?
To tell somebody that they're not the most beautiful
And
person.
whoever you're with is the most beautiful person to you.
But what you decide to do is go on Beyonce's internet and declare her in front of the world and say that she's not the most beautiful thing.
So where's the good intentions
At all. It's not.
Where's the misinterpretation?
They don't exist. That is not there.
You can't
The
make
man-
this stuff up.
Yo, it's so crazy that this tweet even exists, because I already knew that was going on before we even.
That's the part.
Yeah, because
It's like
he knows exactly what he's doing. Like, pretty much, people are on Twitter saying all you needed to do was say this and leave that out. What he really wanted to say was the negative stuff, and then he added that
you
stuff.
have to add the positive
He
stuff.
added that stuff so he could hide behind being able to justify and rationalize, and you know what I'm saying, the negative things, because what he really wanted to say was the negative things.
You ain't all that.
Because you know why? He's jealous of her, because he hates her, because he's intimidated by her, because he can't say that he's the most intelligent one in the relationship. So he has to put her down to say she's not the most intelligent woman out here. I don't want you getting a big head thinking you all of that. Just because you got some degree and I'm just a life coach. Don't calm that down. Like, trying to pretty much humble her. Obsessed much. Why do you need to humble her? Let her live her best great life. And this is all just so that he could feel big. I need to make you small so that I could feel big. And that's the worst part about it. Absolutely. Listen,
don't they, Sarita?
The social media,
they just they forget what they type, and then they come out and do stuff like this and try to gaslight us and make us think that we're crazy.
Exactly.
Because when I saw me and Spice were on the phone, when I saw the post, I was like, "Oh, girl, did you hear about this?" And we both immediately was like, "Oh, he's definitely jealous."
Yes,
you know, it's
110%.
definitely giving jealous. So it's like when I found our receipts, it was like,
knew it.
We knew it. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
what in what world do you need to compete with your wife? Why is she your competition? Like, you feel like you need to be smarter than her because because you're the man in the relationship. Just because she has degrees and she has maybe a possibly great job, that does not mean that she won't submit to you. You don't have to force her into submission by degrading the heck out of her and trying to make her feel small. It makes absolutely no sense.
I really feel like there's two types of people in the world. There's someone who will see someone doing something great and admire them and take it as inspiration for them to, you know, do better in their life. Like, for example, my girl Spice got a new job. Congratulations. And, you know, it's inspiring. It's like, you know, you go out there and you go for your dreams, and it's inspiring, right? It's inspirational. But then there's another type of person, the second type of person that sees someone doing something great and they're like, well, why is it not happening to me? Well, why? What about me? There ain't nobody saying nothing about my job. And they just start hating.
Yeah.
So it's like when you see somebody doing something great, you can either be inspired by it and take it as like, oh, you know what? I can do that too. Let me get up and do something. Or you can just start hating from your couch.
Right.
So I really feel like that's what he's doing.
Absolutely.
If you feel like she's, you know, up here, then you can climb up to her level. But you don't have to try to drag her down to yours.
Exactly. Thank you, Sarita. Thank you, Monique. I appreciate y'all. Exactly. Like, and it's almost like you're afraid of competition but why are you competing with her to begin with?
It's weird.
Why are you trying to like make sure that you're the winner in the relationship? Right. In a relationship.
Why is that a thought that there's a competition inside of the relationship?
Because he's so insecure that he only feels comfortable with somebody who he feels like knows that, or he wants them to know that they can never do any better than him. Like, that's the best you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying?
Like she said, the negging.
Exactly.
The irony of all of this is, right? Again, I was doing my research on him, and apparently, where he's located, he had at once declared himself the king of feminism, which in itself is an ironic statement. It's like, king, how are you? Okay, anyway, you get what I'm saying. And you know, his posts, if you look at his posts on Instagram, if you go to his Instagram, all his posts are about women's rights, yes, women empowerment, woo woo. But it's like, then you know better.
Absolutely.
Then you absolutely 100% know better, and you knew exactly what you were doing.
Yeah, because then you wake up and give her a backhanded compliment that's passive aggressive AF, and sit here and talk about you ain't the prettiest though, but you're mine. How dare you?
The way y'all was on the same page, because Spice said something similar to this before we went live.
I sure did. I called him some names, child, because it makes no sense. So not only is this passive aggressive, I actually looked up like something recently. Like I was just like, you know, like what makes people act passive aggressive? And what I got was they said that people may act passive aggressive because they fear losing control. Y'all know who people who are obsessed with control are. You know who those people are. They are insecure. Narcissists. They lack self-esteem. They might do it to cope with stress, anxiety, depression, or insecurity, or to deal with rejection or conflict. There's definitely internal conflict going on there. Alternatively, they might do it because they have a grudge against a colleague or feel underappreciated. When I tell you this man don't like this woman, of course he's going to feel underappreciated because he wants to be overappreciated for just existing, pretty much at this point, to the point to where he feels like he needs to knock her down a few pegs because for whatever reason, he feels as though that maybe she's getting all the appreciation. Maybe people are calling her really smart. Maybe people think she's really, really intelligent.
When they're in a group setting, oh, bro, how'd you pull that? Oh, man.
Exactly. And she's getting that kind of attention. So now he feels like, you know what? Let me knock her down a couple pegs because I'm feeling a little underappreciated here, you know, and it doesn't make any sense at the end of the day. Now
it's like the more research that I did about this guy, it was like all controversial statements that he made and things that he said. Yep. One of the statements that I saw that he said was that, a woman should have, if she's thinking about marriage, she should have this amount in her bank account.
Oh my God.
And she should be making this much money. And it's like, why are you
worried about her bank account? Worry about your bank account. If you're being broke. And that's what I'm saying.
Additionally, there was like it was a panel of people talking about how he put up an Instagram post, which we'll show you guys, that he randomly announced to the world that a woman he was pursuing, and my guess is she was like, "Oh no, baby."
Child,
okay, it was a no for her.
This is her. She now, ran for her life.
According to the interview that I saw, it wasn't even his ex. It was just someone he was pursuing. Like he was actively pursuing her, and I guess she was like, "No, ma'am, it's a no for me." And so he put up this Instagram post that says, "I'm done," and then added her. Okay. I'm officially single. If you're fine, have sense and money, just shoot me. I guess he means shoot your shot. There are too many boys chasing her. Plus, I think she has someone already. I'm sorry if this news broke your heart. What?
Is this man talking
sir,
about?
Are you okay? Are you all right, sir? Now, in the panel, when they were talking about this particular post he put up, they mentioned that according to him, he constantly has mentioned in the past that he wants to marry a rich woman. He wants to marry someone that has a lot of money. So it's just like, when you start putting the pieces together of what type of person this is, it's just interesting, you know, when you see the whole painting, you know?
Right. So he's like, I feel like he wants to go viral for being a quote unquote feminist, the king of feminism. So that was his way of going viral. But in reality, he really hates women, which is weird. It's twisted. It's like the preacher of the church. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
sleeping with all the members.
He's like it's like he's trying to be like an undercover agent. Like,
right.
I'm up here preaching about abortion rights and women's rights and da da da. But
Meanwhile,
then you say something like that.
Like, what? Oh my gosh. Like, so it's like he's really, I feel like that's who he really is, what that post said.
100%.
And everything else he's just lying about just to be looked at as the good guy, but he's really not. Sarita said, so if she's fine and out of his league, he can't compete for her attention. Inadequate much? Very much so. Literally.
It's like, why did you feel like you needed to broadcast to the world? Even if that was the case, if you were pursuing her and she was like, no, sir, like, I got somebody else, you felt like you needed to put a post up with her picture, tag her in it. You're weird.
Exactly.
Very weird activity.
Very much so.
I don't know what's going on.
Exactly, Monique. He needs to take a look in a full-length mirror before you call anybody anything. Sir, I don't care if you're the most finest man or you think you're the most finest man. Even with that, you can't speak on a woman's beauty like that, especially not somebody you're engaged to.
So again, as I was doing my research, another post he put up basically saying how he wouldn't always said in his past that he would never kneel while proposing to the woman he wants to be with for the rest of his life. To me, that's like a blaring red flag because it's just like, it's such a quote unquote traditional thing that I feel like the average person wouldn't have
a problem with.
Right. That it's a big deal to think about. But for some reason in your head, you feel like kneeling down to a woman is something that irritates your soul enough that you say you would never ever do it in life.
Right.
Why?
My God.
Why, sir?
Like,
I'm like, and then in his second post about it, he says, well, I'll read the first post. I was never going to kneel down and propose. If you follow me long enough, you know that I have highly unorthodox views when it comes to engagement proposals. Why? I think kneeling down is needless. And according to him and his fiance have had a whole bunch of conversations about it, quote unquote, exhausting conversations.
Oh my God.
About kneeling, my boy, to propose. Okay.
It's the end. It's that twist.
Exhausting conversation.
Annoyance.
Also, it says kneeling down just isn't my thing. In fact, my ideal way of proposing is to hand the ring to her while we're casually gisting at home. So you just feel like we can't. That movie was crazy. Yo, here you go.
It's crazy to me. That's wild.
Why?
That's wild.
What?
Like, to me, it's giving like, I'm just gonna go rogue. I'm gonna go rogue because I can't really get all the benefits of the patriarchy that I want, because although with patriarchy, I get a woman's submission, I also have to pay bills in order to completely fit into the patriarchy. And I want a rich chick.
I want a sugar mama.
You know what I'm saying?
Sarita,
but I also want what Sarita
says. He sounds low effort.
Okay.
And low value.
Absolutely.
Definitely low
Absolutely.
effort. That's exactly what Spice was just saying.
My gosh.
She's like, I'm not trying to do all that.
It's like he wants all the benefits of the patriarchy, but the little benefits that women get from patriarchy, which is supposed to be a hardworking man that's supplying all the bills, at least a man that's going to propose and kneel down. Like, that's what, like, you know, at least that there's some general small things
benefits of the patriarchy.
That people can see as benefits. But this man, he literally wants all the benefits of the patriarchy and then all the things that women can benefit from patriarchy, which is maybe not having to work and also being submitted to ask somebody for a proposal he doesn't want to do. But then you call yourself the king of feminism because it's so twisted and backwards, because this is worse. This is worse.
Also, additionally, within the last year, he said that he retracted his crown as the king of feminism, and that he has decided not to call himself a feminist anymore because, any type, as a Christian, he says,
It'd be the worst.
As a Christian, he says that any inequality is evil. And why do I need to put a label on myself to call out evil? I don't need to call myself a feminist.
Because you're not, sir. Like, this
I was like, what? It's just like, where's this thought? What are you talking about?
it's weird to me. This is the part that's probably the weirdest part to me, that you think that breaking a woman down and making her feel small and insignificant is going to keep her in your pocket. That's going to keep her from possibly cheating on you. That's going to keep her from leaving you. That's going to keep her like committed to you in some way, shape, or form. When in reality, if a woman is walking around with low self-esteem because you tell her she's not the most beautiful, she's not the smartest, she ain't the hottest thing walking or the hottest thing talking. If you tell a woman that, and she actually believes that, literally anybody can walk up and give her one compliment and it's over for you.
So now when the next man comes up all nice and sweet and says, well, you're the most beautiful woman in the world to me, I don't know what he's talking about.
It's over for you. Like, you set yourself up. You made her cup so empty. Like this wine glass about to be.
That's the ironic part.
You made her cup so empty that any little thing that somebody pours in there is gonna taste. It's gonna delicious. Listen.
It's quenching the thirst.
Listen.
Okay. That's the funny part
You're
about
abusing
this crazy mind trick, reverse psychology. You think that you putting her down, you trying to minimize all her accomplishments and doing all that to her. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's going to keep her in check. That's going to keep her where I want her. And then she'll never leave me. When in actuality, that will be the reason that somebody will leave. That would be the exact reason. When you could have spent that time uplifting her.
Absolutely.
And that wouldn't want to make her stay.
Create value in her life so that she will never want to lose you.
It doesn't.
If you want to spend the time that you have together giving her bare minimum, starving her emotionally, not giving her any kind of reinforcement, any kind of positive reinforcement, any positive affirmations, bringing her down, trying to only uplift yourself, trying to warp the relationship so that she could worship you and she could think that she is like the dirt on the floor, the result that you're going to get is a broken down woman who can easily be swept up by anybody who just gives a little bit more effort than what you do. And that's the saddest part about it. And it's so crazy because it's like Suga said, like the way you think you're going to keep her is the exact way you're going to literally lose her.
My bad, girl.
That's cool.
That's you, girl, Sarita. That's you.
Sarita says, hold up, y'all. I just went to his Instagram and he's definitely proposing on one knee. He definitely just likes to hear himself talk. Yeah, like so he says ultimately she convinced him after exhausting conversations. She convinced him to propose. So that's his forced proposal, or that's his compromise. Like they compromised. And then he decided to propose on one knee.
Didn't you say you saw something where he said he wanted an engagement ring too?
Oh, child, yes. And this is another thing. The man says, somebody said it earlier in the chat, like he wants to be a woman so bad. He said, why do only women get engagement rings? I want an engagement ring too. This man, this is what I'm saying. It's not making sense. Literally, the whole reason why women have engagement rings is because 9 times out of 10, the men are pursuing women. So I have an engagement ring on so that you know that I'm taken and you don't need to pursue me. And you know, that's known. Bruh, you don't need no engagement ring, sir. Ain't nobody coming up to you. Ain't nobody trying to pursue you. Okay? Stop it.
Read him. Like Monique said, he want to be a lady.
So dang on bad.
So bad.
It's the worst part. That's the worst part.
He
wants to be the king and the queen. But if you want to be the king and the queen, be by yourself. It's very weird. Who wants to be taken care of? Ooh. But then in the same token, be the man in the house. Like, sir, pick a side. Exactly. Monique said, and she said yes.
Child.
Because
he's
the
probably
way he
coming at
manipulates her.
with all this, she's looking at his Instagram. Oh, he supports women's rights. Oh,
Sarita said, so he's not a feminist, he's feminine. Got the ending messed up. Exactly. Exactly.
and then it's funny because when I was looking through his Instagram, he screenshotted and put up a post of him texting her how she's just so beautiful with and without makeup, and she's just so gorgeous and so fine and this and this and that. And it's just like,
I don't know how she's supposed to believe that now. Because what I'm gonna believe is what you thought you were getting away with. That's what I'm gonna believe.
If you tell me behind closed doors,
that.
I'm so beautiful, I'm so fine, then you go on Instagram to the entire world and say, and mind you, he has a lot of followers because apparently he's some life coach in Africa. I don't know, girl, but you know, he even has a TED Talk on feminism.
Yo, shit going down this rabbit hole.
I did. I was like, I'm falling now. It was so much mess, y'all. It was so much mess. And I'm sure there's probably more that I didn't even catch.
Right.
So it's just like, I could completely see how she fell into her own little rabbit hole. You know, you meet this guy, he has a TED Talk up about feminism and women's rights and da-da-da and this and that. And then he's telling you you're gorgeous and you're beautiful. So, and that's the problem with
professional gaslighter.
Right. And that's the problem. And that's how women get trapped into these types of situations because when they're giving you, that's what, there was a psychologist that said narcissists, they basically work off of putting up, it's like they put up a large deposit. If you would think of it like a bank, they put a large deposit up front. They put in this, so you think they put so much in. And as the relationship goes on, you're not counting because you're normal, right? You just think it's a mutual back and forth.
Right.
They put this large deposit in and you're thinking about this large deposit that they put in. But little by little, they start to take from you. Little by little, they start to take from you. So their deposit is going, but you don't even realize the deposit is going. You think it's still there. Right. And now you start depositing in your emotions, your energy, your money, little by little. Yep. And then next thing you know, their deposit is gone. Right. And you done built up a nice little stack. Yeah. And they still taking. They just steady taking. But you're still giving because you still think about that deposit. You still focus on the beginning of what they gave you, all the compliments they gave you, all the love they showed you, all the nice deeds they did, all the good they showed, right? All the love bombing. You're thinking this is the person that the original copy is what I got. That's what I think I got.
And that's what you think you're going to keep getting, but it stops.
It's never coming back. Because now the real person comes out, the mask comes off.
It can't sustain it.
And that's how they get stuck. That's why it doesn't make any sense when men are like, pick better. Granted, there are sometimes red flags that some people miss.
Absolutely.
But a lot of the times it's this.
Yes. And like even right now, like look at y'all. All y'all men talking about, I mean, I hear you, but it sounds like he's just being honest to me. Like, look at you, easily manipulate. A lot of women too.
And I know good and well these same people, if they women got on, like Spice said, Beyonce internet, and was talking about how they thing ain't the biggest and they not the cutest and they not the finest, they would be flipping tables over.
They would, absolutely so. Because their ego is so fragile, but yet they could try and destroy yours, as if women don't have egos too, as if women don't have pride too. Put some respect on my name,
especially when it was completely unnecessary to say that.
Absolutely.
If you want to tell me you love me, you know you can just say I love you, right? You know you can do that.
That's all. That's all. And catch it. He actually was leaving, I guess, for some time. So I feel like this is him, like, leaving just so you know, just letting you know,
all that. Don't feel yourself too much while I'm away.
Think that you could do better than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, just know I'm the best you could get. So don't be getting no ideas. Meanwhile, he's probably in Africa having the time of his life, acting a dang on fool because it's projection. At the end of the day, you're gonna accuse me or treat me of the things that you think that of the things that you're doing that you want to also say that I'm doing. And that's really what it comes down to. Sarita says, so this guy proclaims to the world that he thinks his woman is not enough, but he settles for her.
That's what I said to Spice. People are making it seem like the post says, you're not perfect, but you're perfect for me. When really what it's giving is, in spite of all of these things,
That's what it's giving. Yes.
I still like you, girl.
You're not pretty enough. You're not intelligent enough. Damn, you're damn pretty much lucky that I even chose you.
Real talk.
But I did. So for those reasons,
You're welcome.
sir. Oh my God. Like crazy. Sarita says, and going back to Love and Marriage Huntsville, that's why Tisha wanted Marcel to publicly proclaim his love for her. Yep. At that vow renewal. Yes, you're right. Because it's like everybody everywhere is always seeing like all the little side, innuendos and things of him not showing that he really cares for her in the way that he should. And she's just like, just tell the world, shut them up. Tell them how much you love me.
And he can't even give her that. He's like, no.
And he said no.
Not
Girl,
doing it.
oh my God.
Now what? Who's gonna check me?
Yes, absolutely. Oh my goodness. Oh, let me see. Hold on. Sarita said something actually earlier. She said, oh no, I missed it. I saw something earlier in here somewhere. Lord Jesus. Sarita says something. She said something about Steve Harvey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here we go. Sarita says, I hate to bring Steve Harvey into this, but Steve said a man should protect, provide for, and proclaim his woman. Absolutely. And why not? Monique says, ow, I never heard the proclaim P.
I read that. Ooh wee.
Oh, ooh wee? Oh.
I don't know. It might be both. I don't know.
Maybe. Uncle Steve finally says something worthwhile. Yeah, because he's half and half.
Yeah, he's
sometimes he get it right. Sometimes he be a little. I feel you on that. Yeah. Like, so yeah, it's just crazy to me. It's crazy to me that this man really thinks that he could hide how much he does not like his wife and think we're not going up. Like, we know, we see
it's all of it.
Definitely.
But he's definitely fooling some people out there.
Absolutely. But if y'all didn't know, there's a girl right here. Shout out to Supermax on Twitter. She says, this makes me so sad. So many women are convinced abuse is love. And really, like, that's what it comes down to. Like, this whole, like, it's almost like superhero villain syndrome. Like, you think that, like, because he's the person that's gonna marry you, he's your superhero, but he's also your biggest critic. He's also, putting you down. He's the villain in your story as well, because nobody that's really for you is gonna talk about you like this, who's gonna put you down like this in this light, especially not publicly, and then hide behind the gaze of, well, you guys don't understand what I'm saying. This is how I meant it. No, what you meant is what you wrote. And the other stuff, the nice stuff, that's what you just added in there to fluff it up and make it sound right. Because what you really want her to know is that you're better than her, and she better not disrespect the heck out of you. And you're kind of almost trying to force her into submission by making her feel like she's not good enough for anybody else. And it's so completely backwards that it doesn't even make any sense. But yeah.
Now she put a post up responding, saying that, well, if I say that, it's giving, you ever seen the meme of the person where they're crying but they had a mask on and the mask is smiling but you see the tears behind the mask? That's what it was giving.
Oh, Jesus.
In the post she basically said that, well, if I say he's not the most handsome, will that make it even? Haha. And it's been, I've been processing everything over the last couple of days. And additionally, if you want to hear my thoughts, check my podcast.
Girl. This is the thing though, like for me, don't feel alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of men who don't like their wives. Like, and not at the fault of their wives, like literally at the fault of their own perception and insecurities and shortcomings. It has absolutely nothing to do with their
and
wife.
what they think a woman should be doing for them.
Absolutely.
And,
You'd
like
be surprised. You'd be surprised how many men literally cheat on their wives with women who are aesthetically less attractive and have less going for themselves financially, career-wise, like everything, personality, the whole shebang, shaboom, shabow, will have everything less than their wives do, but will cheat on their wives with that person just to humble their wives. You'd be surprised.
It's a win-win in their head, in their sick, twisted head for them, because I get to humble her and put her in her place.
Yeah.
And additionally, this woman is looking at me like I'm God right now.
Right. So it's
you
a twofer.
Like Martell, like he got Arian and he was just shelling out bread. He was paying her rent and doing all of this, taking on trips and stuff. So he looking like Big Daddy Kane over here.
His ego boosted.
When he go home, Mel is Big Boss Mel.
Yeah. And then now it forces the wife to look at herself like, dang, what's wrong with me? What do I need to change? Okay, so maybe I need to do more of this. I need to say less of that. I need to fix this. I need to. So it's like,
well, realistically, it's just he didn't want to come up to your level.
That's it.
He felt like he was competing with you.
That's it.
And he's jealous.
Absolutely. It's literally like, oh, so you want me to take care of the kids and make money? I'll show you. I'll show you to expect equality from me in our household. I'll show you to expect me to take care of my own children. And then you go cheat and be like, well, damn. I mean, he does make money. Like, shouldn't that be enough? Let me stop asking him for help. Like, meanwhile, you're running yourself into the ground, trying to be a nanny, a maid, a chef, everything. It is while still working. It makes no sense. Hey, Marsha, good to see you in the chat. Marsha says, I'm a little behind, but I wonder what she has to say about his post. This sort of thing makes women dim their light. Absolutely, girl. Absolutely. I feel like she is in denial, because Suga did say a little earlier that she almost is like, well, if I just say that he's not the most handsome, will that make this even? Ha 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 ha. Kind of like trying to say that this is all in good fun and she's not taking it personal. And it's just like, girl.
I'm gonna read it to you from her Instagram. Wow, the past few days have been intense and interesting. So if I was to say, and then she added him, is not the most handsome or the most intelligent man, would that make us even? Eyeball emoji ? I'm still taking some time to process everything that's happened, but I'll give my take on my podcast. Peace and love.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I can see that, but
no.
You have to go on her Instagram to read it.
Yeah, she it's hard. It's hard to really come to terms with.
What do you do?
Your man don't like you,
because it's such a huge. Ooh, it's like a bop of somebody hitting you from the back of the head.
It's not you.
It's a
sis.
sneak. He snuck her.
He
snuck her.
The fact that you're too great, that you're too awesome, that you're too amazing, makes him feel inadequate. Is not an L for you. It's an L for him.
Because what would you do? You got this man sending you these flowery text messages every day, how wonderful you are, how amazing you are, and lovely and amazing and great, and you think he is fighting the good fight for feminism and all this stuff. And then you wake up one day after he proposed to you, and he posts this post talking about she's not the most beautiful, nor is she the most intelligent.
That's the part.
But she's my girl.
You're coming for my intelligence. I don't even like. To me, it's like you're calling me dumb. Like, you're not the most like. Why say that? You're not the most beautiful. Am I ugly? But you chose me. So it's like, what kind of man is going to down talk his own trophy on his arm? Like, it's manipulation.
I wouldn't even say that about a friend,
right?
Let alone my fiance.
Come on now,
what's going on?
The man knows better, and like we showed you in the post earlier, He literally said, "There's no reason
No good reason at all.
ever."
Because if quote unquote emotional intelligence
Mm-hmm.
is important, some things are just left better unsaid. I feel like that's what he was trying to say at the end of that tweet. But
Yeah,
so like I said, better,
he does.
but you didn't do better.
Exactly, because he did what he meant to do, which was
I don't-
insult the hell out of
I
her.
don't know how
Because
anybody
he's angry with her.
can see that and be like, well,
And
maybe
he's
there was
insecure.
a misunderstanding.
Mhm.
Maybe it was misinterpreted.
Absolutely
Maybe
not.
he didn't mean it like, no, he absolutely 100% meant it that way.
Mm-hmm. This is what
It's
it
just
is.
sad.
Yeah. It just is what
And
it
I feel
is.
bad for her because I know she feels pressure to, show like, no, you guys, we're totally fine. No, what?
The
He
fact
didn't mean
that-
it like that. You know what I'm saying?
The fact that you even put me in a position to have to defend my union to you is like giving me the cringe. Like, I gotta, my family has to see this.
Right.
Like,
We
this
just
is
got
embarrassing.
engaged. Like, we're supposed to be all happy. And it's like,
in what world do you get to embarrass the heck out of me? And now she still got to go through with this wedding. Y'all think this wedding gonna go through? I don't know. Twitter is
think it is.
relentless.
I think it is because it's just, how some people just when like I said, when they put in that big of a freaking deposit,
Yeah.
it's easy to try to overlook something like this.
Yeah.
Especially when there's so many people out there saying, oh, it's a
I could kinda get
misinterpretation. That's not what he really meant.
You know what it's like? It's the picture of Marceau's back. Well, that could be anybody's back technically because there's room for interpretation. I'm gonna
She can
go
overlook
with
it.
I'm gonna go with what's gonna keep my situation happy and healthy and whole. Like that she's just gonna try and,
Now, after consistent dragging, right? This is the last receipt. Someone asked him, why are people dragging you over a post you made to your wife? Is that a serious question? I guess. He claims that he was quoting Shakespeare.
child. Where? How?
Now, Shakespeare has a poem, Sonnet 130, where he basically is saying things like, okay, I'm going to read it to you guys. My mistress's eyes are nothing like the sun. Coral is far more red than her lips red. If snow be white, why then her breasts are done? If hairs are be wires, black wires grow on her head. Like, basically it's saying like,
What?
to me, the poem is basically like, I'm from whatever, I guess you could say, kind of like societal standards.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at her and she's beautiful to me, even though traditionally she's not what people would say were beautiful. So he feels like that's what he was doing, quoting Shakespeare, saying what he said, even though last time I checked, when you're quoting someone, it's direct quotes. But I guess he nowhere in here did he say she's not the most intelligent, she's not the most beautiful. But do you thing.
You know what I'm saying? Sarita says, here's the thing. Would she want him to introduce her to people in person like that? Because he just introduced her to the world in that way. Exactly. Suga said something similar in the beginning of the live. She said, at the end of the day, in this post, he said nothing about himself. Nothing about him. Like, I'm not the most intelligent. I'm not the most handsome. You said nothing about yourself. You only said stuff about her. So let her do that to you and see how we like it. Because what is going on? So
I just don't know why he felt like that was necessary to say.
Sounds like my funny Valentine cat. Like he's an idiot. He's an idiot. And he thought he was so smart by putting out something so mean, so nasty, and so rude. Shout out to Nene. Like so nasty and so rude that no one else would catch it. He really thought that he was being slick with it. He really thought that he could give her a backhanded compliment and we was all gonna let it fly. And it's just like, bro, no, it's called emotional abuse.
That's one thing about nutty people. They can never keep the nutty in for
They
long.
can't.
That's why you just gotta pay attention.
Yep.
It's gonna pop
When
out.
somebody says something crazy like, you're not the prettiest girl. I could bag somebody 10 times prettier than you. Like, why? Like, unprovoked? Why? Why say that to somebody?
Unfreaking vote.
Like, listen to that. Know that if he ever got enough money, that if he ever, you know what I'm saying, got enough fame, that he literally would leave you for somebody who he feels is prettier. Like, literally, that's what he's saying. Sarita says he could have said all the good stuff. She's a scientist. She has locks, beautiful locks. Oh my gosh, my daughter has locks, so I love locks. Beautiful skin, absolutely. And she's mine. Absolutely.
Why did you have to say negative, or what you consider are negative things about her? Because to me, none of those things are true.
Right. They're not true. They're completely false. And you know why he couldn't say that? You know why? You know why he couldn't say all the good stuff and be so proud that she's his? It's because he's jealous of her. Like, I can't be happy that you're mine. I can't be happy when you're next to me and other people compliment you, because I want those compliments for me.
Right. You can't appreciate and truly admire something or be inspired by something that you're jealous of. Absolutely. Or someone that you're jealous of.
You can't.
It's the hater comes out. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Next to hate and jealousy, they're like, they be skipping down the road together, besties.
Yes.
So he just can't even do it.
And it has to come out and seep it out the pores. So he had to put it in a passive aggressive post so that he don't sound crazy for hating his freaking wife that he's about to marry.
And now you're quoting Shakespeare.
Oh, MG child. Sad day. Sad day.
You ain't got to try that. You ain't got to lie.
It's like you'll cut off the nose to spite the face. This is the woman who's supposed to have your children. This is the woman who's supposed to be your partner in life.
That's what you want your kids to see? She's not the most beautiful, nor is she the most intelligent.
So then when your daughter comes out looking exactly like her, what are you going to tell your daughter, you freaking idiot? You're not the most beautiful. Like, she's going to know that that's what you think of her because she looks like her mom.
I can't do it. I can't.
You see what I'm saying? Like, please, girl, get away from this man. Like, this is going to cause so much trauma, and it's not going to get better. This is just a taste. This is your warning.
It really is.
Run while you can.
Like how Mel had that warning before her wedding.
Run while you can. We're all telling you, sis. We're all telling you what it is. We're telling you what it is. If you want to be blind, if you want to be...
She's going to say the internet doesn't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, nobody knows my man the way I know my man.
He's not that kind of guy.
Girl, it's called outside perspective. We may not know your man, but we know men like your man.
Because your head is in the clouds.
And we've seen this before, time and time again. He's not the first and he won't be the last.
For real.
Run. And he is not rare. A lot of men are like this. He's the majority, not the minority. Run, sis.
Marsha said, is this cultural?
A part of it, I believe, yes, absolutely. Because I feel as though, yes, he's African. And although I'm not African, I do feel like society and patriarchy, like it all runs deep. Like it all runs deep in like almost every single society. The man is supposed to be the person who is revered as like the head of the household, the amazing one, the savior, the Superman, the hero. Mm-hmm. And it's like the second that he doesn't feel that he's not all of those things to the best and top quality of appreciation there is, he almost like goes into a default of hate, resentment, and anger. And it's just completely unhealthy. I wish society would help men understand that it's okay to have a bomb just have a bomb partner. Just have a bomb ass partner.
It's like if you,
like that's not a crime.
If you love and respect a woman, it's almost like what's wrong with you?
Yeah, like for so long, like in like across the board, like women are looked at as less than, they're looked at as insignificant. Like literally, like women are almost looked at as children to a certain extent. Like your husband is your father, like has complete authority over you. Meanwhile, you're a whole grown adult person. Like, and it's sickening to me because the person who you're trying to treat and dictate like a child is the person literally running the household solo. So it's like, it's so twisted and crazy. But yeah, I do feel like a part of it is cultural, unfortunately.
I do too.
Yeah, like it's sad but true. Absolutely. But he ain't alone. It's like majority of cultures. This worldwide, child. It's a hot mess.
It's if you go through his page, and I feel like if you're an observant person, you'll probably see a lot of red flags. Because there was a couple of posts where I sent Spice where he was talking about how he's strict and stern, and his woman was teaching him how to stop being so aggressive. And it's like, strict and stern with who?
Right.
What do you got?
It's
kids?
like you're my parent.
Like, what's
That's
going
what I'm
on?
saying. It's like, it's the lack of control. And that's what I said. That's what I said earlier with the passive aggressiveness. It's like people are passive aggressive when they feel like they're losing control.
I'm strict and stern, but she's taught me that I can be stern and strict without aggression, and I can enforce politely. What are you talking? Who are you enforcing politely. What on whom?
To do
sir?
What exactly?
What are you talking about?
And I bet you he's the main one talking about you don't need all that makeup. You're beautiful just the way you are. And then you get on freaking Beyonce's internet and tell her you're not the most beautiful. Meanwhile, when she has herself even natural, but especially when she's like, you know what I'm saying, done up, it's like, sir, who are you and what's your name? Like, we don't even see you. All we see is her. She's gorgeous.
Another post. Mature men don't go dating young girls who are still students and expect to be receiving gifts that working class women can afford. You want a woman that'll give you big gifts? Go for the independent women.
What is wrong with this man?
What
are you looking for?
Sorry?
Are you looking for what are you looking for? He wants gifts?
I don't know what's going on.
It's like oh my God.
Child, that's what I'm saying. I was looking at his post like, because it'll be like, women, yeah, women, go women, yeah. And then one of these, women, yeah. And then one of these, I'm like, what's going on, bro?
I don't know. Something going on. Something going on. But yeah, you guys have been with us for a little over an hour. We appreciate y'all.
Thank you, guys. We know it's late.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thought we hop on and talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you're catching the replay, don't forget to like the video. Let us know what you think about this one, because this one is everywhere. Yeah. So
make sure you subscribe.
Yes.
Hit the notification bell and press all so you can get all of our notifications. Not some, not one or two. All of them things. Okay.
And don't forget to follow us at Suga and Spice 88 on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook. And we look forward to seeing all of you beautiful people in the next video. Bye.
Good morning.
Good energy.
Today we gonna spread
Good energy.
Today we gonna share
Good energy.
I go to work.
Today gonna be a great day.
Good
Wake
energy.
up, thank God, drink water, meditate.
Good
First
energy.
5 minutes will dictate your whole day.
Good
All
energy.
about that positivity and raising up your frequency.
Good
If you
energy.
negative,